Welcome to the Red and Green Report.
Orale, let's do this.
We are actually on Anchor now, so if you get a chance, download the app, search for the Red and Green Report on Anchor, and you can listen right on your phone without having to do the YouTube link. But also we are on Castbox, so if you want to get Castbox, you can download that as well and check out the Red and Green Report past episodes. Also, hit us up on Instagram, Red and Green Report, Twitter, Red and Green Report, Facebook, the Red and Green Report. Keep in contact, let us know what's up. Like the videos, share the videos, send your thoughts and ideas. Today's unofficial sponsor of the Red and Green Report is Dia de los Tacos. I don't know if you've ever been there, but if you haven't, you need to go because right now, honestly, that's the best food, the best tacos and burritos I've had in a really long time. I went today with my homegirl Shelly, got the carne asada burrito, and it was delicious. They have all the homemade sauces and all the other hot sauces there as well. And it's inside the go-kart place on Copper near the intersection of San Mateo and Central. So if you haven't been to Dia de los Tacos, you need to go check it out. It's like the best tacos, best burritos I've had in this city. And, shout out to all the other places doing it. But, man, it's really good food. Today, I have a really good homie in the building. One of New Mexico's shining MCs, doing it all on the road all the time, just all out good human being. Antro, Shemayme, what's up, man?
Yo, what's up, everybody? Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man, thanks for coming through. I know you're busy. There's like a lot going on. Brand new father, right?
Yeah, so that's taking a lot of my time, but still trying to make time for everything else,
That's what's up, man. Well, thanks for stopping by. I guess I wanted to start out asking you, man, where were you born?
Cool. Well, let's see. I was born and raised on the Navajo Nation in Shiprock, New Mexico, near the Four Corners, if anybody's not familiar with the area.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what did you go to elementary school up there?
Yeah. So Shiprock is where my mother is from, and my father is from Oklahoma. So I went to school in Shiprock all the way up until my freshman year.
And then what happened after your freshman year?
I went to Shiprock and then transitioned into a dormitory for natives up in Aztec, and I finished off as an Aztec Tiger. 2007.
Oh, wow, man. So what elementary school did you go to?
Elementary school, I went to, what did I go to? I went to Mesa Elementary.
Mm-hmm.
And,
That's what's up, man. What middle school did you go to up there?
Middle school in Shiprock, I went to Tzepetat Middle School, TBA.
Mm-hmm.
And, that's when I started getting into a little bit more hip-hop and rap
around that time.
Yeah.
What was your first, was it rapping? Was it graffiti? What was your first insight into hip-hop?
Like my first, becoming active into hip-hop.
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot of homies who were b-boys, so I would try to get down with them,
Mm-hmm.
and it just went off from there to MCing.
Okay. Were you any good at b-boying?
I feel like I got some rhythm.
Oh, okay.
But trying to get fit again. So I'm considering it again, and I'm just trying to leave my options out there and just take care of myself a little better.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, I tried graph. Wasn't good. Couldn't draw, but I tried it. You know what I mean? Tried DJing. Actually, I would still like to try DJing.
Yeah.
Bought the turns, got the mixer, got the records, and I wasn't any good at it. But also, I was trying to do so much, especially with rapping. I loved writing short stories, so the rapping kind of came natural with the writing, and I was never really good at anything else, man. So I stuck with MCing, man. But so you fall in love with hip hop. What was were you writing? Were you freestyling? Kind of everything, or
let's see. With hip hop, my oldest brother was the one that had it going for me, and I always like to say that I wasn't such a big fan in the beginning, in my earlier years, until like later on, throughout, like I said, middle school and high school, became a little bit more open and kind of just broadened my spectrum of music I was listening to. So kind of like, all right, cool, was vibing with it throughout high school, and when I got out, like, just hanging out at parties and stuff, just freestyling with friends. But it was something that slowly, gradually came onto me. It wasn't something right off the bat, so It's like hip hop slowly came into my life, and slowly fell in love. Hey.
That's what's up, man. Yeah. Cool. So after middle school, you go to what was the high school you went to?
Oh, it was in Aztec. It was the Aztec Tigers.
Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah.
So
nice, man. Did you were you performing at all in high school? Doing shows?
No.
No.
No, I was, I don't even think I was even writing back then either.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't until after high school that I really took an interest.
Mm-hmm.
But I was supporting other artists out there at the time. We had there was a couple of MCs from school that I was supporting, kind of like some some kind of like some Juggalo styles.
Okay.
And then even throughout high school too, I was supporting Definition Rare. Shout out to Defiant Wake.
Oh, word up, man. Yeah.
So they were big influences.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was that, and just other local artists that I came in contact through them. I just knew there was something special about it with people coming up from my area, and I was just like, man, this is dope. I want to someday maybe be involved, and eventually just started from writing.
Do you remember your first show?
My first show, let's see, it might have been at an open mic, probably.
Was that here or up in
I want to say maybe in Shiprock or Farmington. Damn, I don't even. It's been a while.
Been a while.
But I would go to a lot of open mics to start off and just kind of like get out there. And I remember when I first moved to Albuquerque and I turned 21. That's when I first started going to Vinyl and Verses over at the Old Burt's off of Gold.
Yeah, man, that's what's up. Yeah.
Yeah. So
classic times, man. Yeah, I remember my first show was it was an open mic. And I like to tell like the youth today, like, you don't have to plan like these big shows, or you don't have to try to open. I mean, that's cool if that's what you're doing, but like start going to open mics, like, perform for your friends at school, do the open mics, because that really builds your character, and you start to get your stage presence down, you start to get your breath control down, and also you get to see the reaction of the people. Like, is this any good? What do I need to work on? You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, open mics, youth out there. Do the open mics. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah,
go do it.
Speak your mind. Let it be heard. We only got one life to live, so you gotta leave your message out there. Whatever it is, we all have a story to tell from our own perspective.
Yeah, word up, man. So you graduate high school. What happens after that?
So graduate and kind of just sick of school, didn't really want to be like, no, I'm not ready to go to college. So just kind of taking, some side jobs on the side, went through the whole fast food industry for a second, for like a year to 2 years, and moved out to Long Beach for the summer. I forget what summer it was. I want to say maybe around 2008, possibly. And lived out there for the summer and kind of just like went back home after that. It didn't work out, and kind of just stuck around for a little longer. I found a little more decent job, but just got to the point where I was just like, man, I'm tired of the small towns. I just wanted to get out. I wanted to be where the action was, the live music, the shows, and that's what I grew up on. So I was just like, man, I got to get to the city. And so from then on out, I moved to Albuquerque 2009, 2010, and got back into college, and just realized like, man, I got to do something with my life, and still figuring it out. Switched up my concentrations and slowly found who I was, made some mistakes in life and kind of just, grew in that sense. And here I am today, a father, and kind of just trying to, speak what I can and pass on what I can, a message, for my son as well. So, and at the same time, just trying to be creative and trying to do something different from the norm. So,
definitely. Yeah. That's why I started the podcast. Like, I have all these different, producing, emceeing. I was like, man, I'm going to start a podcast and I'm going to hear the stories of the people from New Mexico. So,
hell yeah.
Yeah, man, just staying busy, being positive is very important. But can you talk about your time in Long Beach? Like, why did you go to Long Beach? You got homies out there?
One of my good friends, Carl, he had family out there, and we were kind of just up to no good, and just like, man, let's go switch it up. And
nice.
So we moved out there and stayed with his sister, and kind of just did some side jobs, and it was cool, just for the experience, just to get away for a little bit. And I remember that was the time when I think it was the Carter 3 or Carter 4 that came out, and just like, man, everyone was bumping that through the
Lil
neighborhood.
Wayne, huh?
Yeah. I remember that everyone was cracking off, and it was chill. We got to explore the area, and just for me to get out from where I think that might have been the first time I went to California too. So
yeah,
it was just a great experience for me to get out. And I think ever since I want to say, ever since then, like, I just had like a obsession to travel and to go somewhere new. And any opportunity that came, I just dived in it. I was like, man, I gotta get out.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. And Long Beach too. Like, I went to LA November of last year. I went there to go do work on some music, shoot some videos, and we went to Long Beach. And I didn't realize how far it was. I mean, it's not that far, but how far it was from LA.
Okay.
I thought it was kind of like, oh, it's right there. Like, oh, you could see Long Beach. No, it's, being not from California, you have a different perception. But Long Beach was great. Like, it was smaller. It seemed like there was less traffic. Just the scenery, the water's right there. And then, of course, we hooked a left on 21 in Lewis. Went to the record store where Snoop shot the video, and he's
dope. I think we went there too.
Oh, nice, man. Yeah, we went and it's closed, but the sign's still up.
Yeah.
And there was a vendor out front selling T-shirts. Like, oh yeah, buy a T-shirt.
Word.
We're trying to make this a historical site. And I was like, oh man, that's cool. But yeah, man, Long Beach. I would love to go back. But even speaking about your music, man, you have a music video dedication.
Yeah.
And you guys are traveling all over.
Yeah, that was our
US.
first. That was just on the West Coast. That was our first little, unofficial DIY. Like, let's just get out there and go, go see what, what's for the taking. We're just up for adventure, and we were just like, man, we're just gonna have fun with it and just vibe. And we got on a couple shows, which was cool, with some other local artists. And then a lot of the other shows were just open mics, and we kind of just planned it out like that, did our research in different cities. And it was, it was a good time. It was a learning experience.
Yeah.
Just being on the road, and towards like the last stretch of it, we like ran out of cash, and we're just tapped out. And, we, some family helped us out, just enough gas to get back home. We made it back, and it was just, man, it was an adventure. So it was, sometimes you just got to get out there and just go experience it for yourself, as opposed to worrying too much about what might happen. And
you got to take risks.
Exactly. So that's what we did. And we just, we're like, we were happy when we got home, and it was just, it was bad. We were cruising in we rented a car. And it was a really nice car. We had a sunroof. It might have been the year that it happened. I think that was 2015, and I think the car was a 2015 or 16.
Nice.
So we had a sunroof, and we were just having a good time.
And that was up and down the West Coast, or?
Yeah. We went up to Washington area, made our way down to California, and yeah, so that was that. We only got lost once, but yeah, it was a really cool experience, and it was called the Glittering World Tour.
Okay.
So yeah, that was our first. That was off of a first EP I did with DJ Bess. So shouts to him. Our first project we did together, and we're like, man, let's get out there. And we took our other homeboy Jay Smiley too. Shouts out to him. So it was cool. It was
Man.
us three.
How long were you gone?
We were probably gone for like maybe, I think maybe I want to say, roughly 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We were trying to be gone for like I think 2.5 or 3. But yeah, like I said, we had to cut it short. Get home.
Man, so being gone that long, when you make it back to New Mexico, is it like, like finally I'm home? Or is it just kind of like you never left? Or
it was, yeah, you know, we were like, everyone at the same time too was like, people were kind of waiting for us too and wanted to hear our stories.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got back and did it like that, and I think that might have been the same time around we started throwing a lot of house shows back home.
Oh, okay.
At my homie's spot, Chef Dink. Shouts out to Chef Dink.
And then there's even an event in Shiprock under the, what is it called? Under the Bridge?
Under the Bridge Jam.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're keeping it going. Shouts out to DJ Cedro for starting it off. And Cedro is the father of DJ Besso, so
okay.
It was kind of like I met them at Under the Bridge first, and then later down the road, me and DJ Besso hooked up and started doing music. But yeah, it was kind of like he was holding it down for all the hip hop heads and just the music scene in general for Shiprock and surrounding areas on the Res, Navajo Nation, and yeah, we're just keeping it going. It's a all elements jam, live artists, Under the Bridge. We haven't had a dance floor in a minute, but we've had dancers just rocking on the dirt, and we just bring a PA down there, a generator, and just get busy. It's been really kind of just like grimy underground sometimes, just a lot of times not even as organized as it should be, but this year it's going to get cracking. We're investing money now, and we have a dope lineup. We have some artists coming from the East Coast. And
wow.
We're just going to rock it and bring a great show to the people of Shiprock and everyone else that comes out to the Northern Navajo Nation Fair, which is usually the first weekend of October. So if you're around, come through Saturday after the parade. It's going to be cracking this year.
Nice, man. Do you know the story behind how the Under the Bridge Jam started? Like, what was the idea? Just to like have a party, or is there like a more elaborate story behind it?
I'm not the person to answer that.
Okay.
But
well, let me know, man. Yeah, put me in touch. I'd love to hear like, I'm gonna have a party under the bridge. Like, yeah, let's do it. Okay, cool, boom. And then how many years? What in October? It'll be the 3rd or 4th. Maybe more.
How many? Nah, it's I don't even know when it first started, but I remember seeing a video for the jam. I think back in 2000 and I want to say 2007, maybe 2000, something like that. It's on YouTube. It has Def and Wake getting down, freestyle.
Oh, wow.
And they have some B-boys getting down. So yeah, look that up, Under the Bridge, Shiprock, and it should pop up. And yeah, that's the first videos that they have, and that has some clips from it.
And that's in October.
Yes, October during the Shiprock Fair.
I'll have to drive up when they're in the fall.
Yeah, and
go check it out, man.
And yeah, and if you want to rock, we'll put you on like that.
Hey, man, yeah, that'd be dope, man.
Yeah, so we're always trying to bring out artists. We brought who's the artist we brought out a couple of years ago? We brought out Kron Jeremy from Albuquerque.
Oh,
Shouts out to him. And,
yo, that dude has a good time when
Kron Jeremy and DJ Way Funky. Yeah,
okay,
they came out.
Nice, dude. Yeah, I'd love to go up there. Like, I've never done anything. Thinking back on all the shows, like I don't think I've ever done anything like that before. But just seeing the videos too on YouTube, like there's graph writers, B-boys, MCs, DJs. Yeah, it looks like a really good time.
Yeah, it's hip hop in its rawest form. It's just like straight from the dirt and just like some some res kids throwing down, and other artists coming through, and it's just, we rock
Nice.
it like that. And they also have they have all kinds of events that go on, but shouts out to Shane B and the crew that throw a Res Life Music Fest. I performed there last year as well with some homies.
Okay. Nice,
Yeah.
man. It's a big turnout too, huh?
Yeah. It's
Lot of
a
people.
pretty good turnout, just depending. Like I said, we're gonna go hard this year. We're gonna put promo up. We're gonna have it cleaned up. We're gonna take it to the next level, and we're gonna really go about it like that. And I'm sure we're even gonna document it better this year as well.
Nice.
So yeah. come
Well,
through.
everyone, if you get the chance to go to Shiprock in October, definitely go check it out. It's always a good time. So yeah, it seems like a good. I've never been, but it seems like a good time, and I'm definitely going to try and make it up this year myself, man.
Yeah.
But what's the furthest? No, let me ask you this first. So you have toured a lot throughout the country.
Yeah, like mini tours and whatnot.
Yeah. So I think a lot of artists, not necessarily just in New Mexico, but across the United States, a lot of them just kind of simply rely on the internet
Yeah.
and performing in their own hometown, which there's nothing wrong with that. But
Totally. Yeah.
what's the drive like? What made you say I need to get out of this state or city or whatever?
It was just, the confidence, the passion, kind of just like, man, like, we realizing that, as indigenous people that, there's something about us, we have that, we've always had that beat, with the drum. We've always had a connection in a sense like that to hip hop. And it was just like, man, we know we have talent, and we felt like, why not bring it out to a broader audience who might appreciate it a little more because of the not the availability of native artists out there. So we're just like, man, you know what, we feel like we have something going, and we want to get it out there like that, and kind of just, you just got to, like I said, you gotta like live that experience and learn from it, and when you're like, okay, now we can do this better next time, and you kind of just like learn something new every time you get out on the road.
Yeah. Who was it? I forget who said it, man. I think it was Trevor Noah, and he said the cure for ignorance is travel. Like, go somewhere that you've never been before, and you'll just find out how small you really are. But with touring with the music, not only, are you getting your music out there, you get to see new places, you get to meet new people. And, there's a lot of artists that just don't do that. And I look back at my time coming up, I didn't, I lived in Germany for a while, and we went around Germany. But
Yeah.
coming back here, how old was I? I was 26 when I moved back to Albuquerque. Man, I should have got out more, man. I should have, I should have put myself out there more. And I'm just like all around shy person. So it was kind of like, whatever. I'll just continue recording and putting out music, which, I'm content with. But yeah, man, I should have put myself out there more. But
And yeah, you still can,
Yeah, definitely, man. Like,
get out there, you have artists that come in late in the game and tear it up. But you're right, you do got to get out there, see how other people are living, see how their conditions are, other cultures, and speaking to people in other areas that you're not from. It really opens your mind and makes you appreciate, humanity in general.
Yeah.
all the diversity that we have.
Cool.
Yeah.
What's the farthest you've been away from home?
The farthest I've been away from home, probably last year, when we went out to New York and rocked out there in Brooklyn.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
What was do you remember the venue's name?
It was at shout out to the Star Bar.
The Star Bar in Brooklyn.
The Brooklyn, yeah, it was a cool spot. I want to say it's a POC spot, but it was a great show. We had a good turnout. Heads came through and appreciated, what some native folk from New Mexico had to bring. We brought the whole crew out. Shout out to Native Artists in Action, all my brothers and sisters out there. But yeah, we got out there and did our thing, and we're planning on returning maybe sometime this fall.
Nice. Did you guys drive or?
No, we flew.
Oh, okay, cool. I've been to I've been to New York once, and I just remember thinking like, one, where's the sun? How do you know the difference between north, south, east, and west? And the traffic, like, oh man. But yeah, my homeboy told me, he said, in Manhattan, when you're walking north, the street numbers get bigger. And if you're walking south, they get smaller. So I was, all right, cool. So I had some kind of bearing. But still, man.
For sure. I didn't really know which direction was which. You know, it was a little overwhelming with all the buildings. And I was like, where's the dirt? You know, I was like, shit. And
so I told my homie, I'm like, look, in Albuquerque, we have the mountains to the east, volcanoes are to the west, airport south, everything else is north.
Yeah.
You can definitely tell the directions, you know what I mean? But yeah, New York was so, and he was telling me because he had to go do something. He was like, yo, meet me in Manhattan, take the L7 on the 5 train at 2:00, do this. And I'm like, man, I'm just going to go with you. I'll wait. I'm going to get lost in New York City. I'm not going to find you. Something bad's going to happen, so I'm just going to go with you. But yeah, man, that's dope.
Yeah, it was a good time. It was my first time out there too. Just had some fun, you know. There's always something going on. And who did I see out there? Logic was doing a little something downtown for free for like some celery company. And I also went and caught I caught Static Selecta, Slick Rick. Who else did I catch? There was some legends in the house from, you know, all elements. But yeah, it was a good time. I had a great time.
Yeah, we were in where were we? We were in the New York NYU area of Manhattan.
Okay.
I forget which part of Manhattan, but there were a bunch of bars and restaurants, and we were walking, and this tall dude, popped out of a bar, and it was the R&B singer, Brian McKnight. Is that his name? Yeah, it was Brian McKnight. And there was like a Bentley parked out front. It looked like a Bentley. These 2 guards like opened the door and he got in. And the lady at the window, we were like, yo, who was that? She's like, oh, that's Brian McKnight. I was like, oh, snap. Yeah, so, yeah, you're right, though, man. There's always something going on in New York. And just like every corner, there's something popping off. But can you talk a little bit about NAIA?
Yeah, Native Artists in Action.
Yeah.
You know, we are a crew that came together from the vision of Bishop Underdog and Legion. And yeah, we're out here, you know, reminding Native youth and youth in general that, you know, we have a beautiful culture and we come from a resilient bloodline. And we want to remind them that, you know, you can express that and that you can be proud of who you are, you know, living in this day and age where sometimes, you know, us as natives aren't taken serious. You know, we still have mascots out there that try to portray who we are, and they say they're honoring us, but really, you know, they're looking at us like we're not human. And when we're looked at like that, you know, issues regarding us aren't taken serious. And so, you know, we're just reminding our youth out there that, you know, it's okay to be proud of who you are, and it's really encouraged to, you know, express yourself through any kind of artistry that is out there, and just to remind them that, yeah, you know, we got skill, we got talent in that sense that's natural and goes way back, and to remind them that it's needed in this world and that, you know, it's beautiful. So we want to encourage youth in that sense to, you know, reach their fullest potential, especially Native youth. And, you know, we offer free workshops, whether it be, you name it, you know, poetry, wood burning, art, you know, with the aerosol art, you know, healthy foods. You know, we're slowly getting what we can bring to the table, and you know, we're always coming up with new ideas, and so we're just trying to keep it like that. You know, it's not about us. We realize that it's about the next generation, and so that's our focus, and we just want to, you know, keep inspiring in that sense and offer resources for them, and you know, let them know that, you know, we're here for them and that we can make great things happen if we, you know, have a dream and have an idea.
That's inspiring. Yeah. So do y'all have like y'all go into schools, or is there a center, or how do you hold the workshops?
It's we'll link up with say like other grassroots nonprofits or other groups in other cities and connect in that sense. And they have their own little thing going on with the youth as well, helping in that sense. And so we connect with them, link up, and other organizations, and talk in that sense and work something out and set up a date. And schools would be cool too. Like I said, we're slowly building up our resume and who we are, what we can do. And so the possibilities are endless. It's only going to get better as we grow older and as we gain more knowledge and wisdom in that sense. And so we can get our message out there and remind people that we're a force to be reckoned with, and that we should be taken serious.
Truly inspiring, man. Thank
you.
That's awesome. So this Saturday, are you performing at Fresh Seeds?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Native Artists in Action is performing.
Nice, man. So we'll be, Soy and I are going to be there as well. How long has that event been going on? Do you know?
Yeah. So Fresh Seeds coming up March 23rd at La Placita Institute, 831 Isleta Boulevard Southwest.
Address and everything.
Yeah, next to Kathy's Carryout. This is the third annual event. We're renting out a stage this year. It's going to get cracking. This is for the youth. This is a positive platform for the youth to get out there and express themselves through any art form that they feel comfortable with. And so, we've been having workshops leading up to the event. This past Saturday, they were over at Warehouse 508. I couldn't make it, but just showcasing and just prepping. And we have tons of local artists coming through so we have some vets in the area coming through, and it's just going to be a dope event, live art, workshops, giveaways, open mic, performances, dances, you name it. We're gonna get it cracking here in the South Valley. It's the third annual.
Okay.
Yeah, third annual.
Wow, man. And what is La Placita? What is the basis behind the center?
La Placita Institute is a grassroots nonprofit in the South Valley. When we're communicating and connecting with the community in that sense, with the elders, the youth, and we're a non-traditional approach to bringing services to the people. And we work with youth that are coming out of the system. We have a Lakota Sweat Lodge for people, a community sweat on Thursdays. We have a ceramics program, a screen printing shop. You can get some shirts printed at La Placita.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Pathways program. We have some healers. We have an organic farm, a couple sites, and we're just we go off the philosophy of La Cultura Cura, culture heals, and we're just trying to connect people back to their roots and remind them of the beauty that lies there, and all of the how would you say back to reminding them of the message of being compassionate and helping others, and to be that kind of person, the best that you can to help your peoples. And we're just trying to offer it like that, and try to get everyone where they gotta be if they need some some assistance. Word
up. I'm really nervous actually about performing on Saturday because it's been a minute, but hearing you talk about the Institute and just what happens over there and the stuff that they do, I'm not nervous. Well, I'm still nervous, but I feel a little better about the situation. Yeah. But that's cool, man. Yeah. So what is that? March 23rd.
March 23rd, come through. Shouts out to Eddie. He's the one that had the vision for that, and the brother Eric as well. Shouts out to him. And we're just gonna have fun and bring the community out. We're gonna have food, everything, you name it. So
there's a farm there as well too, right?
Not on site, but nearby we have a couple. We probably have like about 3 plots.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. But man, I can't wait. Yeah, it's been a minute. Me and Soy been rehearsing. So hopefully it goes off well. I haven't messed up yet, but nah. But totally. This being the Red and Green Report, what I ask all the guests on the show, the big thing in New Mexico, one of the big things is red or green chili. Do you have a preference? Like, what's your?
Shoot. If it's not green, I'll go Christmas.
Yeah.
So I like the hot.
That seems to be the thing.
Fire.
Yeah. Who was it? Was it DJ3? He said, yeah, DJ3 was like, yeah, it kind of depends on what he's eating.
Oh yeah.
If he has this, he goes with the green. If he has this, he goes with the red. If he has this, he goes Christmas. And then who was it? I think Omega preferred red. And then Van said the same thing. It depends on what you're cooking or what you're eating.
Yeah.
And then last night, I was talking to Ken, my homeboy Ken. He's not a big chili person, but he went with green because it's a little milder than, in his opinion, it's milder. I was like, man, it kind of depends on
exactly
where you get it, because it can all be hot. You know what I mean?
Get it, the season, and shoot. Some people put it on everything. So
yeah,
those
definitely.
people too.
What's your favorite dish with chili?
With chili, shoot. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe like some stews, like some green chili stews. Of course, you can't. I gotta love the enchiladas.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what else.
Are you a huevos fan?
Yeah.
Huevos rancheros.
Yeah, totally.
Nice.
Man, I love chili.
me and Soy went to Mary and Tito's yesterday, and we got the huevos with the side of chicharrones. Okay. Oh man, yeah, Christmas side of chicharrones. But yeah, man, green chili stew, one of my favorites. But I also I'll eat them, but I'd rather have red chili enchiladas than green chili chicken. Yeah, and also tamales. I'd rather have red chili tamales than green chili. But that's dope, man. What's some advice that you would like to give a young kid on the reservation who wants to come up and be active, whether it's music, art, wanting to go get out of the city? What advice would you give that kid?
Shoot, I feel like some people are artists out there. Everyone has their own, like their own agenda or their own, like, their own reason why they do music, and I feel like a lot of times some people get it twisted and do it for the wrong reasons. Mm-hmm. But, you just gotta, be true to your heart and just, be creative. Don't be scared to try something new, and to, work with others. I feel like is definitely something that you got to do. You got to get out there and, you got to go to shows and, just see what it's all about. Peep the scene and just, support in that sense and get to know people. If you're feeling somebody, give props to them. And, if you're really serious about it, maybe even asking them like, yo, do you build with anybody? You down to work on some music? Just getting out there, communicating, and just, not being having fun with it, just being you and creating what makes you happy. And I feel like over time, you'll grow as an artist. But you really got to get out there to the shows and see what the scene's about. And just observe.
Great advice, man. Communication, don't be afraid to ask people for mentorship. That's something that I wish I would have taken more seriously when I was, 16, 17, 18. But great advice, man. Yeah. Well, man, I think we'll end it on that note, man. Thanks for stopping through. Antro, going to see you on Saturday.
Fresh Seeds.
March 23rd, man. But man, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. And man, peace out.
Cool. Much love to everybody out there for listening in. New music on the way. You can follow me at Antro Damas. Peace out.
That's what's up, man. Peace.